Good afternoon and welcome to the Board of Public Works and Safety, January 4th, 2021 meeting. We will start with Pledge Allegiance led by Brian Daub.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Let's move on to roll call.
Brian Daub,
Present.
Becky Gibson,
Present.
David Nutty,
Present.
Jim Barrett.
Okay. Everyone has the minutes from the December 21st, 2020 regular meeting. Is there any additions or corrections to that?
I'll make a motion to accept the meeting minutes.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Roll call vote, please.
Becky Gibson,
Yes.
David Nutty,
Yes.
Brian Daub.
Yes.
Okay, move on down to new business. Brad, you want to talk about the 2021 Waste Master Plan and Water Utility Assessment Management Plan?
I will. This is there's a slight error in the title there. So this is the Water Master Plan and Water Asset Management Plan. I spoke to all of you a while back that I was speaking to different engineers trying to find a company that we had good chemistry with and sort of interviewing engineers. And it turns out that the low bidder was the one that, in talking to him, I liked the best and thought we had the best back and forth and all that. So the Water Master Plan, what that will do is design projects for the water department, and it'll give us sort of a game plan of where to start working on rebuilding some of our oldest water mains and leakiest water mains. It will also look at our system as a whole, and we're going to try to break it down into sections where we'll be able to shut down and meter different sections of town where we'll be able to tell when we have leaks. We'll sort of be able to see those through metering and such, and be able to shut down certain areas. Because our water system's so old, a lot of our valves are pretty ancient and don't work very well. So part of this would be doing a project to put in some new valves in different places that would help us work on leaks without having to shut off the whole system like we had to once in the past. So this has been about a 6-month process to try to find the right company to do this for us, and took us a long time to develop a spec for this. And the low bidder, we got 3 quotes. I had a couple other companies that were thinking about quoting it, but didn't. But we've got 3 good quotes, and the cheapest one of those is with Butler, Fairman, and Seifert, and the price on that is $64,900. There will be an additional cost with the work that Baker Tilly will do to finish up the asset management plan on the financial side, and that will be an additional $20,000. So for about $85,000. I'm pretty happy with that price. I really didn't feel like we would be able to do this. All we were wanting to do this cheap. So RQAW was another bidder, and Strand also. I can tell you what those amounts are if you want to hear them.
Probably for the record.
Yes.
Okay, RQAW's price was $119. That's also including the Baker Tilly portion. So
you would have to add 20,000 for the Baker Tilly to RQAW?
yeah, so their total price would be $119 with the Baker Tilly portion added to it, already in that $119. And then Strand's price was $121. So again, Butler was $64,900. So
Any questions from anybody? If not, I'll entertain a motion to approve the master plan, 2021 master plan.
I move to approve.
A
Yeah.
second.
We have a motion, a second. Roll call vote, please.
David Nutty,
Yes.
Brian Dobb,
Yes.
Gibson.
Yes.
I'll just
Okay.
tell you that this is developing this master plan and the AMP is about a year-long process. So that money will be expended out over a period of time. But it'll probably be September, or October before we come in with the final product. A lot of detail to it.
May I ask in the detail if there's any work being done at 9th Street? Treatment plant?
We're taking a look at 9th Street. There's not a lot of detail to that, but it's definitely, the long-term feasibility of that facility and all that is definitely going to be at least a small look taken at that.
Thank you.
Okay. If there's no other questions, we'll move on down to department matters. Brad?
Okay, a few things for the street department. I sent you guys an email over the weekend, I think. I don't have 3 quotes on all these, and I'll tell you why. I had a quote included in there for Ludwig Electric. That is a quote to take all of the electric off of a pole outside of the building and put it on the side of the building, because there's a bad pole out there, and nowadays they won't let you put your meter base on a pole. So I had asked Doug to speak with Duke and work with them to see what needed to be done on this. He's familiar with the guy from Duke that was telling us that we had to hurry up and get this done. So we're sort of in a little bit of a hurry. And Doug has been working with Duke for us on our behalf to get this price together and all that. So that price, and I thought was a reasonable amount for the amount of work being done, is $6,670 from Ludwig.
Your questions for him on that?
I move that we accept the bid proposal.
Second.
We have a motion, a second to approve the bid from Ludwig Contracting. Roll call vote.
Brian Dobb,
Yes.
Becky Gibson,
Yes.
David Nutty.
Yes.
The next one is a quote from Shomon Sons Roofing to put a snow fence on the building at the street department. We had talked to a couple of other contractors, and because of that roof over there being a rubber roof, it's sort of a couple of the other people we had look at it said that it was really over their head. It needed to probably be done by a roofing contractor. And so we had originally got this quote from from Shomo and thought that it would be best to probably use them on this.
Explain what they're looking to do, Brad.
Well, I sent you a copy of the spec on the snow fence. They kind of have to build this little, what the snow fence is for, maybe in case anybody doesn't know, is it keeps big slabs of ice from sliding off the roof onto the parking lot. Last winter, we had some pretty dangerous stuff slide off of that roof. And until these guys came and looked at it, I didn't even realize it was a rubber roof. We thought it was a metal roof the way it looks, but it's a rubber roof. So they kind of build this fence around it that will hold all that stuff up onto the building while it melts. That parking lot's pretty small. It's a street department, and everybody over there kind of parks right where these things were falling off. There's not a lot of other places to park. in the lot there. So it's been kind of dangerous.
It's a safety issue too with people walking in and out, walking along the building.
If approved, how quick can they get this done?
I didn't ask them.
Because you'll want to get that right away.
Yeah.
I'd make a motion to accept.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to accept the Shomo and Sons roofing price for the snow fence. Roll call vote, please.
Brian Dobb,
Yes.
Becky Gibson,
Yes.
David Nutty.
Yes.
I have a trash approval that you probably have a copy of at 637 West 17th Street.
I'll make a motion.
Do you know if they've been told no construction or industrial waste in those?
Nope. I don't know if they have or not, but we'll make sure they are.
Just knowing the kind of business they do in there.
Any questions? Other questions? If not, we'll entertain a motion to approve the trash collection.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Roll call vote, please.
Becky Gibson,
Yes.
David Nutty,
Yes.
Brian Dobb.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
And the last thing I had for you was wanted to tell you about the manpower situation at the street department. So over the last couple of months, because of transfers out of the department into different jobs, Anthony Hood went to the transfer station, and one of the mechanics went over to the park. We have 2 less employees than we have had in the past. The mechanics position I don't want to replace. I think we can operate okay with 2 mechanics in the garage. Some changes that we've made over there over the last few months have allowed us, I think, to have 2 mechanics. So that's what we're going to go forward with. But the other position, eventually we'll open up a position through seniority. We'll open up a position on the trash truck more than likely. So I wanted to bring that up to you today. I would like for you to give me permission to hire somebody when we need them. If nothing happens and we get shorter on manpower than we already are, we'll probably wait till about March or April to get somebody hired when the mowing and everything starts to pick up. But in case we were to go down another person or something and get a little bit short, we might jump in and hire somebody a little quicker than that. But we'll need to replace that position definitely by spring, but I'll try to hold off, save a little money while we can.
Any questions about that from anybody?
I think that's a reasonable request. I'd move that we approve that request.
Have a
Second.
motion is second to approve a hire between now and really March or so when we start mowing. Gives us a little bit of flexibility. Roll call vote, please.
David Nutty,
Yes.
Brian Dobb,
Yes.
Becky Gibson.
Yes.
Thank you, everyone. Anything
That's all
else?
I got. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Brad.
Thanks, Brad.
Okay, we don't have any other discussion. We'll move on to old business. Does anybody have any old business they need to discuss? No, we'll move on to miscellaneous business. Is there any miscellaneous business? Everybody's starting the new year off quietly, it sounds like. We can move on to claims then, Rosemary.
City claims for January 4th is $641,916.90. Payroll was $592,607.26. Utilities was $318,896.48.
Make a motion to approve the claims.
So moved.
We
Second.
have a Motion and a second, roll call vote.
Brian Dobb,
Yes.
Becky,
Yes.
David Nettie.
Yes.
All right, well, I'd like to thank everyone for attending our first meeting of the Board of Public Works in 2021. Everyone have a wonderful day. Oh, I need to
Thank
take a
you
motion for need to take a motion for adjournment. I almost did it on the very first meeting.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second for adjournment. Roll call vote.
Brian Dobb,
Yes.
Becky Gibson,
Yes.
David Nettie.
Yes.
Hey, have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
2.